12 days of Christmas crafts for kiddos. We're on day 3. And today we're going to make fun little candy canes out of pipe cleaners, sparkly ones, and oranges studded with cloves to add to our tree. Here are the supplies that we'll need for the clove-studded orange ornament. We need some cloves. You can buy these in the baking section, and they're whole cloves. If you're going to make a lot of oranges, I would suggest that you buy them online. The price will be much better. We need 1 orange. If you're going to make more, you need lots of oranges. Size doesn't matter, but what does matter is it's easier to push the cloves through if the orange is thin-skinned. And you can usually tell that by pressing in there. We're going to need some red ribbon. And if you don't have ribbon, yesterday's project we used some red yarn, and so you could use that. Now if the skin of the orange is a little thicker, you can always use a toothpick to poke through or a skewer before you put the cloves in. And the only tool we'll need today are the scissors to cut the ribbon. I cut about 2 feet of ribbon. And the top of the orange I'm actually going to put on the bottom. But I'm first going to go across, and I want to make that even with the ribbon. Then I'm going to twist that. So we're twisting right across where it's actually the top of the orange. It's kind of like when you're wrapping a box with ribbon. And then we're going to go back up on top. And that's where I'm going to put a knot. I find it easier to put the ribbon on first. Now, if you have some problems with the ribbon, it's much easier to do when you're not filming. You can always put some glue on it, or a thin double-sided tape if that makes it easier for you. So we've got the 1 knot, and we want it to stay, so we're going to do a double knot. And we want that pretty snug so that it stays well. So then we just straighten it out so it's just showing the quarters. This is what it looks on the bottom because we just twisted that. Put that so we're covering up, which is really the top of the orange. And then I'm going to put a bow. Now you can have your bow as small or as large as you want. I'm going to make mine fairly small, so I'm just pulling on them. But you want to make them even. And then you can trim these edges. If you're going to hang this on the tree, I'm just taking, this is just a hook to hang ornaments, and I'm going to slide that underneath the ribbons. And then you can just pull that together so that you can literally hang that. Now cloves have a wonderful smell. Ground cloves you add in lots of holiday dishes. And what we want to do is do a row in between each of our ribbons. How close you put those together, that is really up to you. And it's a matter of pressing them through the skin, and that's why we want a thin skin. Remember, if you have trouble poking the clove through there, just simply start it with a little poke of a toothpick or a skewer, and that can make it easier. The combination of orange and cloves together is marvelous. And I'm going to go all the way down, and let's do every single section. Just putting the last end. Now you can do straight rows, you can do just everywhere, You can do it so that there's 3 on a section, anything you want to do. I set this little Christmas tree on top of our fireplace. Now, because an orange is heavier, I'm actually going to twist this wire around a branch. So let's take one of these, and I'm twisting that around. Because just the weight of the oranges, and I tried to use as little oranges as I could because I have a little Christmas tree. But all these oranges came from my Aunt Marion's tree. I picked them the other day. And there was big ones and there were little ones. But for the tree, I just wanted little ones. My Aunt Marion is 96 years old. I'm going to put a link to a video I did about her. And you just arrange them different places in your tree so you can enjoy them. Our second project today is using pipe cleaners. And you can use just colored ones or you can use sparkly ones. But I like a little sparkle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold those 2 in half, bend them, and I'm going to start twisting. Now you could just cut them and they would be a little bit thinner, but they're much more sturdy if you bend them in half. And you can twist as tightly or as loosely as you want. Then this part where that was bent, we are going to bend that over to make a candy cane. See how simple that is? And because we folded it over, so there's actually 4 pipe cleaners, basically. 2 that we started out with, and then we bent them in half, so there is actually 4 down here. It really makes it sturdy. And you can literally make 10 of these in just a couple minutes. You could add a wire hanger onto them, but I just hang them on the branches. And the sparkly silver and red are very much candy cane colors. If you're using just regular colored ones, a white and a red would be a great combination. If you have a favorite sports team and they have certain colors, why not use some of those colors to make some candy canes? Even the smallest of our kiddos will really enjoy making these. Even if you have to help them twist, they could help bend, they could help hang them on the tree. See how fun and sparkly those are? In just a couple minutes, we have them done. Let's do one more. So we just bend it in half, so we want to have the ends come together. We just come up, we're going to squeeze that bend part, and that's where we're going to start to twist. And then the bent part is where we're going to bend over. And we have another candy cane. Fun! I'm going to do a few more and then we're going to put them on our Christmas tree. Let's start placing our candy canes. And I just like to twist it right on a branch. It makes it so easy. It's fast. You can have it any direction that you want, but it can really liven up a Christmas tree. And I made about 15 of them. There are candy canes from pipe cleaners. And then with the addition of our oranges on our tree, it's really coming together. I just find them very festive. Isn't that fun for Santa? Well, I hope you thought that was great fun. Very easy for the kiddos to do. I'm going to hang this candy cane on the tree. Tomorrow's crafts, we're using small terracotta pots. 2 projects. One we're going to make into a bell. The second one, we're going to plant a Christmas tree, a pine cone tree. You'll have to see. Come along. It'll be fun. Happy holidays.